Hurricane and flash flood updates for September 28th, 2025. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Pew, and last night Hurricane Humberto actually reached a Category 5 with 160 mph sustained winds. But this morning he went back to a Category 4 with 155 mph sustained winds. And this is ironically really good news because we've been wanting Hurricane Humberto to strengthen as much as possible so it can influence soon-to-be Hurricane Imelda. Though thankfully Hurricane Humberto is not predicted to hit any land, but Bermuda will still have to look whether or not that's going to happen or not. So just like yesterday, Imelda's projected path is going to be leaning more to where she's going to be drifting to the east. Now, while she may not make any direct landfall, the outer bands may still produce a lot of rainfall for the South Carolina and North Carolina coastlines. So from today to about Wednesday or Thursday, the Carolina coast may have a marginal to slight flash flood risk. And just like how I mentioned in the past few videos, this area in particular has sea surface temperatures that are a little bit hotter with 84 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So because Imelda is both going to stall and drift eastward in this area, she's going to have enough fuel to sustain herself, which now models are indicating that we are pretty confident that she's going to be a Category 1, but also possibly Category 2. So if we look at 500 millibars or midway through the troposphere, the reason why Imelda is drifting to the southeast in this moment is because we have that lingering trough. But this trough is going to both weaken and dissipate over time. And with Humberto inching a little bit closer to the west and Imelda getting stronger at the same time, they're going to create their own trough system. And with that, we're going to have more westerly shear. And with that westerly shear, it's going to start drifting Imelda to the east. And because we have westerly shear, and remember that shear tilts the updraft, so the center of the low is going to be drifting to the east, which means the most of the precipitation is going to happen north and east of the storm. So that's why places like Florida and the Georgia coastline aren't going to see that much rain compared to South Carolina and North Carolina. Now, I briefly do want to talk about severe weather really quick because we do have a marginal risk, or 1 out of 5, especially in New Mexico. And what this entails is that we do have an isolated risk for both damaging winds and hail. But on top of that, the Weather Prediction Center did issue a slight flash flood risk for this area, but also a marginal risk in the Great Basin Southwest area. And just like what we've seen in the past few days, if we look at 500 millibars, we still have that lingering low pressure system that has been recycling a lot of monsoonal conditions over here. So you can expect isolated cells around 1 p.m. mountain time throughout the afternoon and evening.